Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Here we go at a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll check that down to Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd. And he's going to go down again.
Sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7. Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Taken down by K.J. Wright.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Rippon. Gets past one man. He'll find Lindsey here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They will throw on 3rd down with Rippon. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
McManus lining up for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with him prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14. Seahawks nothing.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 29 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking to throw on first down is Rippon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to
so line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Rippon trying to pick it up through the air. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 51 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
29-yard line.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 44 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fights loose. Fights free yet again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Chris Carson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This time they stay on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Carson.
But I have to say, in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. He lets it fly for Lockett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
In punt formation for the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's more on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
43's got it. 43's the mic. I got it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The 21-yard line.
43's the mic, boy. 43.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Reed on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He'll go up top, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. 14. Tighten up. Tighten up.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback there to make the play defense. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
Kickoff for Denver.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch that, and watch the ball. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Right here, right here. Go left, go left.
They run the counter. Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On 1st down, Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Judy. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Broncos first down.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Block on the give, it's Lindsay. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Poona Ford on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal.
On their sideline, they're thinking themselves.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mark Barrett came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Walker, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He lets... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, it's Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down by...
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 99 yards, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Pass. 43 is the mark. 43
To throw again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
24-yard line.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Block now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put